Hello, welcome back. Well, I mean, you may not have gone anywhere, but I'm back. We're back. A dinosaur story. So we're gonna be having a a run by Flannelkat.
A run?
Uh,
3
uh,
runs?
well, it is a run of 3 games. And they don't have a theme song that I can make a joke about. So
But Dijon, this looks like a Saturday morning cartoon.
It, I, fun fact, it actually was at one point, but I digress.
Welcome, everybody. I'm just gonna pull Dijon off the stage. Thank you, Dijon. You're wonderful. Hi, everybody. I'm Flannelkat. I'm pretty cool, I think. I play video games, and today we're going to watch a cartoon for 40 minutes. And I'm actually, there's a video game there, but more or less, we're watching cartoons for 40 minutes. Occasionally, there's some hiccups where the main character might die, but don't worry, it's all a dream. I'm joined by the lovely Trace Evans. Hello, Mr. Trace.
Hello, I'm also known as Peace Egg on the internet. How are you?
I didn't mean to just use your full human name.
That's fine. It's already out there. It's totally cool.
I still am Cat. Dijon is there, and I am hoping Dijon will chime in at some point.
I intend to.
So, what we're doing today, and I know you're looking at the phrase Don Bluth Trilogy, is we are going to be playing Dragon's Lair 1, Dragon's Lair 2, and Space Ace. There is no Dragon's Lair 3 unless you have an Amiga. There is a Dragon's Lair 3 on the Amiga. It's not worth playing.
What are you talking about? There was never a Dragon's Lair 3, and it certainly wasn't 3D.
Oh, that's a different game. That's a good-ish game. There was an Amiga Dragon's Lair 3 that was certainly an experience. So what this is all QTs. Start to finish. It's going to be QTs. It will not tell you what button to hit. You just got to know. So I can talk a lot during the first game, and then when Space Ace gets here and Dragon's Lair 2 gets here, you're going to hear a lot more from Trace instead of myself, because I will be playing a video game that asks a lot of me.
Yep, I'll be narrating you through those experiences because, yeah, they're much tougher than Dragon's Lair 1.
Yeah.
Just a little. So my settings are very specific, and I've got very specific settings for all 3 games. The other ones are more self-explanatory, and I'll go over little reasons why we need to set those things in those ways when we get there, but there's less to say. This, 5 lives. Most arcade machines I run into this either have 3 or 5. I'm going to go with 5 because I can do what I want, so I run. Move beeps we're going to keep on because this helps me know when I've confirmed a correct button press. I can play with them off. I have played this game without the sound on many, many times. But they do help a lot, which means you're going to hear a lot of burnt, which is the bad noise, and ding, which is the good noise. Move guide tells you what the moves are. We don't want those. That's not the authentic experience. An arcade versus home. Arcade and home have slight differences. Home has a brand new starting screen, and then I need this slightly louder. Okay. Home has a brand new start screen, and it also makes you repeat the same stages until you beat them, whereas arcade brings you to a random stage every time you fail, and you have to complete everything. So, I'm going to hit play game in just a moment. This is me queuing behind the scenes. You're going to get ready to hit start soon. And just as a heads up, when Dragon's Lair 1 ends, do not stop the timer. I will tell you when to stop the timer at the end of Dragon's Lair 2. So, without further ado, we'll go with a countdown from 5. Go on, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Welcome to Dragon's Lair. Every game opens with this scene. There's nothing here, it's just Dirk running into a thing. Now, I say we're going to be watching cartoons, we're watching cartoons. Now, Dragon's Lair 1, and I put an input viewer on the screen for you so you can kind of see the buttons I'm hitting, has a certain set of rooms that it can open with. There are 3 sets of rooms in this game. There are rooms that the game knows you can safely start on, and that's for a new player, so you don't immediately make them walk away from the machine. There are rooms that can show up anytime, and then there are rooms that only appear near the back half of the game. Obviously, this is one of the anytime rooms, but the swinging room is a room that can be a starter. There's only like 3 or 4 of those. So, all of these rooms are pretty easy. I can go over the individual movements if you want, but all the rooms at most are maybe like 4 button presses. This room in particular is an elevator, and if you're trying to score push in this game, you want to ride the elevator down as far as possible before you get off. We're not trying to score. Oh, sorry. One moment. 1, 2. Okay. You have to hit up when that door is open. If you hit up while the door is closed, your foot will get caught into it, and then you will die immediately. This room is another one with really spicy timing. You have to hit forward when both of the batons move by at the exact same time. Any other up press will kill you. That room, also funny enough, can be reversed and mirrored, and you're going to see some of the rooms that you will see twice, but they'll be mirrored. Now, that particular room with the Reaper that you just saw is one of those rooms that can be mirrored. Except all the inputs are either up, down, or sword, so mirroring doesn't really matter anything. This is one of the longer regular rooms of the game. It's Dirk's grand tour of this room. He's going to check out every little thing, change his mind, and leave through the door eventually. He's out. He's out. Goodbye. Just leave. You can leave.
Hit the bricks.
Yep.
Or that I have to wait for the fire to completely disappear before I hit left. If I hit left a little too early, Dirk will just step into the fire and then he'll, die. This room can also be mirrored, and I thought only a specific direction could show up for at first for a while. And then I learned it can always be any direction, and the first input's either left or right. Now, you don't have much time to react when the wall starts to collapse, so you learn by looking at the darker wall. The darker wall is going to be the direction that you want to move in. Will I die here? No, I will not. This room reminds me a lot of another bat room, and I get it mixed up with do I swing or do I not? Also, these 3 bats are my favorite bats. Doo-doo-doo. This room just hit right a lot. I'm going to take a breath. Woo! Okay, so that bat room I was talking about. I get it mixed up because there's another bat room that you need to move first instead of swing first. And I often get them mixed up, so I'll start mashing swing in the move room. Just hit up. Just hit up. This is another one of the possible starting rooms. It's a one button room. Just leave. Just hit the brick. Just get out. Drink me sign. Peace out.
I'm not thirsty.
Do not drink. Guess what will happen? Any volunteers from the audience that knows what will happen? That's you two. You're the audience.
You go small
death.
die.
You just die. You're just dead. Boom.
Okay.
That one you have to hit right twice. That's why you wait for me to. Okay, I like this room. It's scary, but you just jump away. This is once again Dirk landing in pop culture instead of a dragon's lair. Okay, hold up. This is the mirrored. Fuck. Sorry. Did not mean to swear on Pride. My bad. I was talking and I missed my cue. Don't hit up. Don't be greedy. Don't touch it.
Not until Dragon's Lair 2.
This is another grand tour of a room. Dirk handles everything while everything tries to kill him.
Arcade games.
We're gonna mash left. We're gonna swing at these. Now there's a chain here, and if you pull that chain, guess what happens?
Death.
You die.
Yep.
Common theme.
Hey, another mirror.
See, this room is mirrored, and once again we jump towards the darker wall, and now you have a moment to actually look at the walls and be like, oh, she was right. Okay, cool.
Also,
right.
there are lots of ports of this game, and a lot of them handle things differently.
Oh, yes. This is my favorite NPC in the game, and if we could just bask in his sounds, that would really make me happy. Now look how long this sword swing takes. The longest swing in history. This room is very scary. All it is you hit sword and then you hit up a lot. But if you hit up too early, what do you think happens when you hit up too early?
Death?
You die!
Yes.
Now here you have to wait. Now hit up. If you hit up too early there, you end up in the, I don't know. What do we think this is, Trace? The weird bubbling liquid.
Oh, it's probably some sort of acid, you know? I mean, why wouldn't it be?
Fun fact, it's Nickelodeon Gak.
Oh, wow. Kind of the same thing,
Oh,
really, when you think about it.
I thought it was just hot Mountain Dew.
You know, that's actually a terrifying thought now I think about it.
You know, my brain has never thought about what hot Mountain Dew would taste like until now, and I don't want that.
No, I don't. I'm not even going to experiment with that one. I'm leaving that one alone.
Woo! Okay, I can take a small breath until I need to interrupt you and talk about a room. But while we're getting repeats, and just like that, this game will end around 250,000 points. This is the longest room in the game. This is also, I love Dirk's noises. Watch when he gets to a new section. Just listen. And his inquisitive, huh? But these are pretty easy. You just kind of move where the game seems to indicate you wants to move. This is one of the more straightforward rooms in the game. So, Dijon was talking about ports of this video game. Do any of you have experience with the NES version? It is a beautiful video game. A beautiful video game that, if you play the Japanese version, it runs about 3 times as fast.
I'm also familiar with the Space Ace NES game.
Oh god, the
Oh,
SNES
gosh.
Space Ace game is, we'll just call it a Kuso Grande classic.
That's a good way to put it.
This room is very simple. It's very intimidating. If you hit down too early, you will die. You want to hit down after the ball passes by you, and then after the purple ball, hit up. Okay, you heard the I hit the button. I hit the button.
And as you can see right here, this is the arcade mode right there. We just got to another room. We're not going back to that room until we've completed this one.
Yep.
Or maybe others. We don't know when it's going to be in the cycle.
It just gets
basically, every
shuffled
time
back in the pool.
Yep.
Every time you die, you get put into a random room. All right, this, I don't actually know if you need to hit sword here repeatedly, but we're going to hit sword because it keeps giving me those good dings. But you don't get any points, so I don't think you have to do it.
Free gold.
I believe in the PS3 port you have to hit the sword like each time.
Yeah, so every port of this game is slightly different in a weird way. Like, it's all running the original code of the game, but everything feels slightly different. So I just play this specific version and don't touch any of the others because I will learn bad habits.
The Xbox 360 version has Kinect support.
I'm leaving. Whoops. I forgot about this snake. So I didn't derust this one specifically. Okay, this is the only room in the game with a skip. Ready? 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 We're gonna hit up on the stairs and goodbye. Done. There is so much more room to do that we don't get to do because you can just skip it.
Hit the bricks.
You can leave. But yeah, I didn't derust Dragon's Lair 1 at all. I played the others and made sure I was good. But Dragon's Lair 1's just one of those games that's so... It's so intrinsically, like, melded with me as a person who likes video games that I don't worry about it too much. I just go and play the video game.
Yeah, once you play it enough, you start to memorize the rooms.
Okay, wait. Okay, now hit up. Okay. That, you have to wait for... Okay, not screwing it up that time. You have to wait for the fire to be gone before you hit the up button. It's really precise and spicy. Okay, back in the ballroom. So we're getting repeats of rooms we've died in, which means the Dragon's Lair is imminent. As long as I don't die again, we should be okay. I mean, if we die, we'll be fine too, but I'd like to once you see this. Love Dirk. Okay, three snakes and right. 3 snakes and right. 2, 3, and now shout out to the last snake. It does its best.
Does it though?
Welcome to the titular Dragon's Lair. This is the longest room in the game. It is the only room with spoken dialogue. And if you are score pushing, you want to make it to this room and die at the last input repeatedly until you run out of lives. And on your last life, complete it. That is Singe the Dragon. That is Daphne the Princess.
Also, to get
He
the
just
max
left.
score,
Look
you
at
have to
that.
play on
The
home.
dragon keeps it around his neck. To slay the dragon, use the magic sword.
We don't talk over Daphne in this house. All right, so these hiding behind the pillar things, the exit is always left. You always hit left to get out. So you go left.
You know, for being a captive, she is far too enthused about this.
She loves it. Loves it. All right, don't screw it up, Cat. All right, left sword. And that's Dragon's Lair 1.
Fantastic.
I love this game.
Yeah.
It's something I used to just play on my phone waiting for my train, and I would just play it muted and just repeatedly work through it. It took me a long time to be able to beat this game easily. So we'll put in a username. It'll be Hey Pride. Okay, that's Dragon's Lair 1. We're gonna be moving into something different, something new.
Yep, indeed. We're moving
Some-
into Space Ace.
something borrowed, something blue.
I mean, the enemy, the main bad guy's blue in this, so, you know,
He is
not
blue.
wrong. He is very blue.
Well, while we're swapping between games, I've got a donation here to read. $100 from Mooware, who says, "Good luck on your run, cat. Bop that dragon." And well, I mean,
Thank you, Muer.
and if you would like to donate as well, I'm dropping the exclamation donate in chat.
All right, so very important. 5 lives because I like having lives. Move guide off. Arcade cabinet off is only a visual. Difficulty is very important in this game. There's
Yes.
cadet, captain, and ace. And Trace, you can go in and explain that.
Yeah, so basically, if you do anything easier than Ace, you miss a couple of scenes in this game. You miss, and you're not going to get full content. We want the full game experience here, so we're going to do Ace difficulty. Now, the blue guy there, that's Borf. He's the evil spaceman, wizard, whatever you want to say. He's captured Kimmy. We got to save him. We've been hit with an Infanto ray, so we're a tiny kid. We have to energize every now and then to not be a kid. That makes the game harder. That gives us more scenes. So that's why we're doing more scenes here. This game's going to move very quickly. You're going to notice this already. That's why I'm talking and Cat isn't.
Yeah, this game moves very fast. I meant to watch the intro scenes so people at home can know what was happening, but well, never mind.
No, I'll just what I've told you is basically what's going on. Is that Kimmy got captured? We've been hit with an Infanto ray, which turns us from a big burly man into this tiny kid, Dexter. Call us Ace. And
As the game says it, Dexter needs to regain his lost manhood.
exactly so. And every time you do that, you make the game a little harder for yourself. Read into that as you will. This is one of the areas where you can take multiple routes. It can be mirrored, but
Wait,
we are now
That
landing.
that wasn't doubled. Hold on, wait, what? Something was wrong.
Okay. Yeah, usually that's a doubled situation. We have to go through 2 versions of that. So let's.
I've seen this happen
Didn't-
before where I set it to
didn't-
ace and it didn't take.
I was about to say, didn't that happen at Speedrun Ragnarok?
Yeah. All right. Game. Don't. Okay.
Borf is here.
Morph is here.
Something I think. Sometimes the game, when you set it to ace, just doesn't do it. All right. This again. Energizing, as Trace said, is it makes the game a lot more difficult, and also, you can talk.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just it makes the game more difficult. Gives you a lot more scenes to work through. You don't have to do it, but we're going to. There's only one scene where you absolutely have to, and that's right at the end.
Absolutely.
But this game was made harder because apparently some people out there looked at Dragon's Lair and said, "Hey, that's too easy." And this was the era where game devs would hear that kind of talk and be like, "Well, now we have to make the game much harder."
Yeah, Dragon's Lair being the first 50-cent arcade game, ate a lot of quarters, but people kept at it. Like, people like me that, only played it. I did play it in the arcades when it was new, but I didn't know what I was doing. Hey, what's going on, game? I'm gonna quit out and reopen it. Sorry about this, folks.
I have unfortunately not been able to play an actual cabinet of any of the games.
Actually, I remember seeing a bunch when I was a kid at like the local mini golf places and that sort of thing, and nobody rightly touched them because everybody's intimidated by the idea of losing all their quarters to the first scene in Dragon's Lair.
There was one arcade that was part of like a family fun center that had I can't remember the name of it, but I know Cat runs the too. It was like a hologram game.
Oh, hologram time traveler.
Yes.
Well, I love time traveler.
Yeah.
This, if the game doesn't get set to Ace, I don't know what to do past that, and we're just gonna keep it going.
Yep. But yep, once again, this mode, we're energizing, making it hard on ourselves. Just, again, you've seen this, you know what's going on. It's a lot of lasers, it's a lot of shooting. We're just jumping back and forth.
It's power up with pride. We need that ace representation.
Exactly. Thank you. I'm going to lean into that very quite a bit throughout this whole entire run. But it stays frantic like this. So don't expect it to like calm down at any point. This whole mode is just going to be this charging music the whole time, except for like the roller skating area.
I've had people that can beat Dragon's Lair just be like, I couldn't play Space Ace, it's too frantic. We're gonna go up this time, you know what? Heck it, we're going up.
Let's see if that does anything.
It gives me different things to do, like, none of these obstacles are in the way if you take the bottom path.
Exactly. You have to shoot three marbles, sorry.
Okay, we're definitely on the right path now.
Yeah, now you see there, and we're moving here, the Ace ship text on the side is mirrored, so yeah, we're going through an extra scene. It's just mirrored. It's just mirrored.
It's just mirrored.
And aha, Borf is here.
It's my favorite line of the game. Is, aha, Borf is here. I played this game as a kid on DOS, and that's the line that's stuck in my head forever.
Yep.
This was my introduction to these style of games with Space Ace. I played Space Ace before I played Dragon's Lair.
See, I had the DOS port of the original Dragon's Lair.
Oh
That's amazing. I got that too. It's wonderful. What?
Oh.
That wasn't... I didn't do anything wrong there. The game just decided I was dead.
Sometimes it happens. You just get into these tubes, and occasionally the tube's like, no, actually, I'm not going to take your input. I just want you captured.
There wasn't supposed to be an input. Okay, so these are Laserdisc games at the end of the day, and something that I find with them is sometimes, and I know this is, you know, on Steam and not running on an actual Laserdisc, but the disc skips and you just die randomly.
You gotta emulate those disc skips for the true.
Like, I died here. There's nothing to do here.
Yep, but there we go. We're finally out of that section, and...
Alright, jump away from the laser, wait for it to go away, then forward. This is the first real nonsense section where you need to jump to the left before the thing appears.
Yeah, so that's the other part about this, is the sign reading and the sight reading in this game is incredibly difficult, and it will not prompt you sometimes at the right time. It'll prompt you, and by the time it's too late. By the way, we're going to pet the dog here. Just give us a minute here.
We're going to pet the dog, and this is the other fun thing that this game tells you about, where it lies to you, is coming up, and I'll point it out.
Yep, there we go. We pet the dog.
All right,
but yeah,
so this dumpster's gonna light up, and the button is gun and not move towards dumpster. So I'm sure you can say some things about that.
Yeah, exactly. There's gonna be times where the game flashes in a direction and that's not the right direction, or
that was
it
on
flashes and you pet the dog.
That was on me.
The dog at you.
Other times the game won't flash, it won't tell you where to go, and you just have to kind of figure that out by pressing an input at what you hope is the right time and the right direction, and yeah, that's a good way to eat quarters.
Yep. So the dumpster's gonna light up here, but it's gun. I died so many times, like trying to jump into the dumpster.
Right, and that's so deceptive. And there's a lot of that here, a lot of the sight reading. You'll also notice with all the deaths we've had here is that there is no random order. You don't get any rooms back in the pool with this one. It is a straight order through all of these rooms. The checkpointing now gets kind of mean, and it will get meaner with Dragon's Lair 2.
So I have a rule, and if you ever get dumped into a toxic wasteland like this, your first button is gun.
It's a fair assumption.
So we're gonna see that scene again. It's gonna be gun.
Just gun.
Just shoot.
I choose gun.
And there we go. Out of the plastic bag again, and just, yeah. There's going to be a lot of that. Again, this is ace difficulty. We just re-mirror the room after we get through it. And that's just the way it goes.
My
if we've
favorite
got-
death is right there, but okay, go ahead.
If we got a quick second, I just want to announce that
Do
the
it quick.
Chained Echoes Play the Carnival Games incentive was met, and now the Sonic Classic Trilogy upgrade to 8 boss count is now open.
Excellent. All right, so I'm dying in places I've never died before, like this, but that's okay. We'll take a game. We'll probably game over, and that's okay because playing this in a marathon and talking is so much harder than just playing it.
Yeah. Also worth noting here, like if you're looking at that and wondering, how the heck does Cat know where to move? The lines tell you where to move on the targeting theater. That's how you're figuring it out. It is an incredibly difficult situation, and imagine discerning that at speed when you don't know which direction to push. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the
Hey,
nice
look, it's
thing
the same
about
scene
these,
again.
Yeah,
the nice
and
thing
it's
about
weird.
these newer ports is that they have the move guide you can turn on that will show you what inputs you need to do. So it's good for learning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you do that and you look at that, you're gonna be like, how would they expect me to know that at an arcade, putting quarters into this game? They wouldn't probably.
They wouldn't.
So this
It's-
first movement in this scene where Dexter jumped up in the air, if it's mirrored, you don't need to jump. If it is not mirrored, you do need to jump. Now me, I'm not smart enough to realize when it's mirrored or not, so I just hit up every time. But I did learn sometimes you don't need to jump. All right, Wasteland, what do you do?
You gun. You gun.
Die?
Just gun.
Oh, I would.
Can you pet the cat?
Yeah. Also pet the kitties. There
All right,
we
now
go.
we're gonna wait for the arm. The arm is on the right,
Yeah.
which means we need to run to the right. That's my cue because you don't get any time to react to that one.
Yep. It's just visual cues like that that aren't any sort of like clues of hey, move this way. You just got to learn that over time.
We found Kimmy.
Also-
Wait, it's us.
No, it's evil. Yeah, evil us, which by the way is voiced by Don Bluth.
Don Bluth being the person, the main animator on all three of these games. I like to call him a rogue Disney animator.
Yep.
From what? The Adventures from Down Under, Secrets of NIMH, that kind of stuff.
I mean, considering he used to be with Disney, he kind of is.
Yep.
Ooh.
Ooh.
This scene, I like the layout a little bit once we get Kimmy because there's some fun conversation, but there's a very tight button press coming up here with this quarter pipe.
Yep. If you hit it too early, too late, you just fly off the top.
Yeah, that's such a pain, but here we go.
Thanks. I'll walk.
Cool, nice.
Dexter, the Infanto ray is about to be
And she'll
fired
walk.
at Earth.
Yes, huh? Where's the ray located?
In the center of the complex.
Can you get us in there?
Yes.
Lug nuts.
Lug nuts.
Bork know I'm here?
Yes. and he's
Lug
walking.
nuts.
Just love the casual conversation while you're driving a motorcycle and shooting things.
It's so good.
I am.
It is.
Make a run.
Watch out, Bork, old buddy.
He is serious.
Here we come.
Dexter,
Call me Ace, huh?
the morph control.
All right.
Call him
Two more
Ace.
scenes. Two more scenes.
So,
I
yeah,
love
now
this
we're inexplicably roller skating, but look at how cool this scene is all the same.
Well, yeah, because Dexter's too young to drive a motorcycle.
Yeah, now we're just skating and just everything here is going to be very rapid. There is a very weird thing we're waiting for
Use the
in
aqua booms.
after the eels. Now, eels in the
Okay.
chat, please, if you have them.
Boom's on the left. Eel escape on the right.
Heel is in the tank.
There you go. Okay, that's the thing I gotta remember. You get no time to react to that dodge.
Yep. It is.
So take a note of where the aqua booms are if they're on the left or right, and you have to dodge to the opposite side. All right,
There we
I need
go.
to
We're
check
free
real
to
quick.
eagles. Yep.
Two,
You're fine.
3,
We're
4,
waiting for the
5,
seventh input on the
6.
right here.
Yep, you need to go on the 7th light on the right.
Yep, and that is very specific, and you have to wait that long every time. And now we're getting to the end game. This is where Dexter has to energize.
All my homies love to energize.
If you don't do this, you can't win the fight against Bork. Also, this is where the staff really drives home that point that inputs are lying to you. Sometimes that staff lights up and it's a movement.
That movement's right. To jump, you have to hit right.
Yeah, why would my staff flashing be right? I don't know in most cases.
Dexter, the Infanto
but that it is that way. You just kind of have to figure that out.
That input's up for whatever reason also. I hit a wrong button before and I thought I was dead, but hey, we did it.
And there we go. What's going to happen now? Oh. Well,
Getting
he's
there.
going to run. The Infanto Ray's getting there. We're just dodging a few more shots, and...
One more. Ah!
Ah, yes. Borf is here. And he's in baby form. Like
So
I
there
said.
is an Amiga sequel to this that starts up right here, right on this scene,
Call me Ace, huh?
where the little minions grab Baby Borf and shoot a reverse Infanto Ray at him, and then the game continues.
Which is wild. But we're moving on. That is Space Ace. And now we're moving on Dragon Slayer 2.
Honk if you love.
I'm just kidding.
I wanted to put Pride, but it didn't fit, so just honk if you love. That's it
Honk
now.
if you love. Chat, do you
Well.
love?
Well,
I almost
meantime-
opened House Flipper 2 instead of this, so don't mind me.
we do have a $25 donation from one Arborelia.
I know that
There's-
one.
I know. She says Apple.
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 Apple. Very
Apple.
important. What's our current time at? What's the timer on the screen at?
That's a good question.
Yeah, actually, I'm not looking at
I
the
don't have
timer, I'm
the-
so sorry.
Yeah, I don't have
Game.
the actual stream up. I'm
27? Okay, what's our estimate?
27:30.
Is? I don't know what our estimate is, but hey, guess what? You're gonna watch the attract video.
Dragon's Lair.
And this one's good.
Time Warp.
Kidnapped? Oh, Daddy!
Spirited away to a wrinkle in time by the evil wizard Mordrock. Daphne will be forced to marry the wicked Mordrock unless Dirk can save her.
Mommy's gone.
Transported by a bumbling old time machine, Dirk begins the rescue mission. Do it for the children.
Do it for the
The
children!
of Doom has opened. Mordrock will place the death ring upon Daphne's finger in marriage, and she will be lost forever. In the Time Warp.
Okay, I'm hitting buttons now because it'll be right around estimate that we end. All right, do it for the children. That's
Yep.
the motto. Now we're gonna play original because director's cut cuts content out of the game.
And makes that less sense because it like mixes it up, right?
It makes the scene make a lot less sense. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to think for a minute.
No, you're
Brain
fine,
is
you're fine.
In a lot of directions.
I got you. Do inputs. I will talk about this. So yeah,
So-
Dirk and Daphne were living together until Daphne got kidnapped. Daphne's mother is very unhappy about this, as you can see. So we're being chased by her and threatened with death to save her. That
And we're
makes
back
all
in the
sense.
castle now.
We're
Oh,
back
there's
there.
that.
Now there, arrow. Keep in mind, these are secret items you're supposed to do extra inputs to grab. If you do not grab them, by the time the finale comes around, it's going to say, hey, you missed those secret items. You need to go back and get them. And whichever one was the very first one you missed, you're going back to that scene. And if that could be at the very beginning of the game, you're basically redoing almost the entire game.
Also, there was that last snake from that one room where you climbed up the rope.
Also true. But yeah, this
So that
game
was a
is-
checkpoint right there, at least. So
Yeah, this game has incredibly mean checkpointing. Again, it's in order compared to Dragon's Lair 1. Space Ace also, in order all the way through. But yes, the checkpointing in this is viciously mean.
we're
There's,
in
like-
we're in Sinja's skeleton right now. Just not to interrupt you, but
No, you're
little
fine, go
Fun
for it.
facts. Go ahead.
Yeah,
That's
that-
all I wanted to say.
This is the old Dragon's Lair we're in right now. But yeah, all the checkpoints basically between them is 20 to 40 inputs for the most part. So dozens of inputs that you have to get through. And yeah, if you miss on the last input in its area, you're going right back to the start of it.
It's ridiculous how long these rooms are. Then they only get longer.
Yep. And
Can't
it
forget
just-
can't forget this egg.
Yep, get the egg.
This you'll see in this scene a lot. Dragon's Lair 2 does a lot of fun things where they don't have to put Dirk front and center on the screen, so they'll let him like flail around in the background. It's really cool.
Yeah, there is so much going on. This at least is better at telling you what you need to be doing in every scene than Space Ace. So they have that going, despite the fact that it is way more difficult because of the checkpointing and just constantly making you put in inputs and figure out what to do. But we're in this whole scene chasing, trying to rescue Daphne, who is not in a good way. Dark Daphne.
She's having a day.
Yeah, she's having a bit of a day. The time machine's also not doing so great here. But we're about to start going through time. And we need to save her from Mordroc. And by the way, the time machine, Mordroc's brother.
Yeah, the time machine is a person for some reason. I don't quite understand that one.
Yep.
Okay.
And there we go.
Anyway, now to another great historical period.
Yep. We're going into the era of Alice in Wonderland. You remember that era in history? I do. I don't.
I had to read a history book on it, probably.
Yeah.
I remember it every time I play the excellent documentary game Kingdom Hearts.
There you go. Yes, exactly. Kingdom Hearts. Thank you. I actually don't know, but there we go. Yeah, just you remember all this stuff from history, the card nights and all that. Yeah.
One of the rare up presses there. And here's another
I will
one.
say, yeah, rare up presses. There's a lot of left and right in this game.
I specifically made a note what direction the card is because it's not clear, and you have to hit right, and I hit up. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. But because we're going to have to repeat a lot of this, just take in all the incredible animation this game has by comparison to the others where it's just... There is a lot of flourish to some of these scenes, and especially the Beethoven one later, I will call it out. Just take it in. It is Don Bluth at his peak, I think.
People are in chat are asking, did Disney have opinions on this? It's Don Bluth. He probably still worked at Disney.
I mean,
In '88?
Excuse me, game?
Wow.
Okay, the game is lying to me now. Don't worry about that.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if he worked there, but I will say that, I don't think Disney Lures were... Okay, I don't want to talk about Disney Lures not being rabid at this time. They probably were.
I mean...
But it's Don Bluth. Like, he's a rogue.
What he
yeah,
does.
This would have at least been after All Dogs Go to Heaven, wouldn't it?
Oh, gosh, probably. I don't actually know timeline-wise.
Yeah, my apologies for the deaths there. The game decided to lie to me. There's the rabbit.
Yeah. Sometimes you get this point where there's certain
There we go.
inputs that are just... And we got the card.
Hey, do you like the Jabberwock?
And yeah, there we go. Jabberwock, and now...
Cheshire Cat.
Again, this game gets real trippy with its scenes. And this is just the beginning of it. Trust me.
Rare down press.
Yep. Dragon's Sword 2 doesn't like up and down most of the time. It's almost left and right. Up and down is like just upwards or downwards on the screen you're jumping. And the game will still throw it at you at the most inopportune times. But here we go, sailing through the land of cards, back to Time Machine, and we're just leaving. And now we're moving on to, the timeline of, the original Sin AD, or original Sin BC, I guess.
Hey, chat, you want to sin?
I mean, here we go. We're about to do it, and this one angel or whatever is really not happy with us being here. But we're going to go over here and Apple.
That's different apple, but the apple's coming. There's two apples. I love these two. These are my favorite characters.
I'll get you the princess when you bring Eve to me. Eve. Apple.
Apple.
Apple. And there we go. Now we have, it's official. Dirk has created Original Sin.
If I get through the scene on my first try, I will be shocked.
Yeah, this gets real rough input-wise here, and
There it is.
I have seen you have many a time with that one. And, of course, checkpointing, that means we start the whole thing over again.
Yeah, there's no mid... Oh, that's fair, too. There's no mid-scene checkpoints until the final scene of the game.
Yep.
Sorry about
that's
that.
our first...
Game is hard.
Yeah, this game is explicitly very hard. And so, yeah, you're going to... 1cc was very much a pipe dream here.
Yeah, I've 1cc the game before, but never in a marathon.
Yeah, it is...
Just because it's so much harder to, like, even just have a dialogue happening near me while I'm playing.
Yeah, all the windows are very tight. There's 20 to 40 of them between each checkpoint. It's just not conducive to getting a 1cc. It's almost like they meant it that way. But
Mhm.
and then also through that, have to remember, yeah, you got to grab all the items, which Cat knows already. But if you're not thinking about that and you're just looking at all like the move hints in the game, then you're forgetting about like Apple.
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 Sorry, it's brain delay. Focusing
fine, you're
resources elsewhere.
No, focus your resources. And again, once again, Dirk has created a second original sin. And
Sin so nice, we did it twice.
Yeah, Sin so nice, we're doing it twice. You can see all the definitely not Dumbos flying by. And we're just trying to escape now what we have created and wrought upon this world.
Famous original Ray's sin.
Yeah, there we go. Original Ray's Sin. I like that.
Time for my favorite
Beethoven's
scene in
world.
the game.
This is incredible. Just, again, I know it's weird to say, but take in everything you're witnessing here because this animation and the music and everything is just incredible. And all three of those Mordrocks trying to murderize us in Beethoven AD.
Rare down press. They really let Dirk just be like a tiny character on the screen now.
Yep. I love that time. I love that so much. And then here, just out of nowhere, by the way, did you know where Elton John got his inspiration from? Yeah. Just so you know, it wasn't original Elton John that was the flamboyant piano player. Nope. And once again, just a very cool, trippy cat scene.
I missed it. I missed the butterfly.
Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, you have to take a death there and go back and get it. Because if not, we'd have gone back to Beethoven at the very end and it would have told us, hey, you made a mistake.
Would have gone Bach to Beethoven.
Back to Hey. Thank you for that.
Yeah, that was on purpose, that death. Because I missed the hardest to get collectible item. That's hard enough that there is an achievement in the Steam version of this game to get that on the first pass of the loop.
Yeah, it's not very intuitive when you're looking through that entire scene, because I mean, unlike the
You can't see it. It's
you
there,
can't
but
see
you
it.
can't see it. You see it like fly into frame off screen, but when you actually have to hit it, you can't see it.
Yeah, every time I've watched Cat plays, I still don't know where the exact cue is. I can't see it most of the time. But once again, yeah, trippy cat scene. I don't know what it is with
That
Bluth and
I'm
Cat,
rolling
but-
my eyes right now. I'm sorry, friends.
No, that's fine. This is what this game does. Just some of those windows are viciously mean, but hey, we get to see more Cat.
You get to see some of the fun death scenes. We
I
might
like
go
this
a
kitty.
little bit overestimate. I'm
Nom
sorry.
nom nom nom.
It's okay. We ever got to see the teaser video for the attract video. I'm sorry, for Dragon's Lair 2.
Yep.
And we did
If
have the
Space
issues
Ace
with
had
Space Ace.
behaved and like given me the correct difficulty,
Well,
Yeah,
while we're repeating this part over, we can talk a bit about how we're raising money for Point of Pride, which is a trans-led 501c3 nonprofit organization, and they've served tens of thousands of people in all 50 states and 100 plus countries by providing access to gender-affirming health and wellness services. So you could put exclamation donate in the chat, like Silvermoon just did, to get the donate link.
yeah, thank you for that. Let's see if we get the butterfly this time. I'm gonna keep an eye out. You keep an eye out as well, chat.
wait, what? It was there. I'm
It was
confused
there,
on
but
that one.
Also, the cat breath was there too.
Well, that's when you hit it. You hit towards the cat breath.
Oh, okay, but I mean, that's very strange.
Yeah, I'm a little confused on that one.
Laserdisc skipped.
Yep, laser.
Yeah, the
disc
laser disc skip.
This game is, it just comes with that naturally. The laser disc skip and oddness of the era.
Okay.
Also, the evil wizard sounds a lot like Flintheart Glomgold from the original DuckTales series.
Curious. I mean, actually, it's probably not curious at all. It's probably similar actor or voice actor
Yeah.
could be the very same person. I don't know. Actually, I have not
I
looked that
mean,
up.
If this is 88, DuckTales was 87 and continued till 90, so
Yeah,
would have been active at the time.
could have been.
I'm so confused. That's where you're supposed to get the thing.
Mhm.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna keep playing. I just need to mute Discord while you handle comms.
Yeah, absolutely. So a cat's focusing down. Well, our good old evil wizard turned us into apparently the evil wizard. I've never seen that death before. But yeah, this is. We got a couple scenes after this. There's an especially mean one that I've seen Cat go through that you'll be seeing later on. Egypt, and we'll be talking about that. It's just very rough. But this is probably the coolest looking scene, so I'm glad we're at least getting a bunch of shots of this. And I always have to lay out for that hammer. But something about every scene ends with like a storm and random objects flying through, it feels, in some ways. Either escape or that.
I like the nice touch of having the little circle window of what's going on inside the piano being a quarter note.
Yeah, that is really cool. That's a nice touch. And there's the butterfly. Just
Yeah.
flies right towards the breath. We got it. Perfect. And we're going through the sliding piano and again making our escape. We're just chasing an evil wizard and being sent through random times. It's kind of like Quantum Leap in that regard, except Dragon's Lair.
God, I love Quantum Leap.
It's
I haven't seen the
a-
new one. I've heard mixed things.
Yeah, I
The
like the
original
premise.
series.
And here we go. Before the cat eats us, we're back
Ah.
on track. Congratulations, cat.
Congratulations.
Wrong cat breath is what it was.
Wrong
Ah,
cat breath. Gotcha. But here we are. This is such a hecking mean scene. Like, there are so many mean inputs right at the end of it, and
Oh,
the early
real
inputs.
quick arachnophobia warning. There's going to be some spiders.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of spiders here, so if you are uncomfortable around them, do look away for a bit. We'll tell you when it's good again. Because yeah, there's tons of them here. Take away as many spiders as you can. That's still too many. But we're going to be dealing with a lot of them, and we're going to be heading deep into this crypt where Daphne is clearly stored.
it's too many spiders.
Yeah.
Put some spiders back.
That's still too many. Put some less in. No, it's still too many. But we're to believe that Daphne is wrapped up here like a mummy right now, because it sounds like Daphne. So of course it is. And this other mummy seems infatuated, stopping us. There's another item. And I believe we have one more to go after this. And here we go.
think it's the last one.
That's Daphne, all right. We're saving Daphne, making sure she's not mummified, and dealing with all these bats and toxic gases. And oh yeah, no, fake out. And you know, Mordrak just wanted a kiss. It's okay. It's okay, Mordrak. Now we have to escape and chase Mordrak on to the finale. I'm pretty sure, getting pretty close.
This is it.
There we go. Oh, we didn't stop him. The ring got hit. Or, the ring got in her hand. Oh no. But, yep, now Daphne's a monster. And we're going to have to withstand her attacks and also attempt to figure out how to just take the ring off. Just take the ring off. That's all you have to do.
You can
Just
leave.
take it off. It can leave. You don't need a ring. You never needed a ring.
I can't believe Disney ripped off this game for the design of Ursula.
Right? Weird how that works. But, of course, yeah, now, unfortunately, the ring did get on her finger. She's lost forever. So, Dirk's just... I don't know why he's doing all these inputs. It's just kind of for nothing. We have
What
a bad
can you
ending
do?
here. We're just going to, as this sad scene is happening, casually be hitting sword to
Yeah, the
whack these
casual.
bats. Just, yeah. Please, I'm sad. No, not
It's-
now.
It's just like when I'm in the kitchen, and then
Bats, please.
the cat walks in, tries to get what I'm at, and I'm just chewing it.
Also, thankfully there is a checkpoint right there.
Yeah, there's a checkpoint. This is one of the very few mid-level checkpoints in the game.
But yes, Dirk is still sad because otherwise, yeah, starting at the beginning of the ring being put on would be very weird at this point. But Dirk thinks everything is lost. Just swing at these bats. It's hopeless. Until now. And she seems to be okay. Nothing has gone wrong. Definitely didn't get turned into an evil demon there for a little bit.
Would be a hell of a time to miss an input.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you can. You can
can.
absolutely miss an input.
Look
This
at
is
all
the
these
last one.
flashing.
There it is. Time is coming up very soon. It'll fade out, or it'll say you are. I don't. There'll be an ending text. I'll call it out. It's coming though.
Yeah.
Nice pirate flag.
Yeah. I wonder what that scene's from.
Yeah.
Or what scene? It's almost like it was cut or something.
You're a
Yeah.
winner. Time is now.
GG.
That had to go over. Oh my god, I can't believe
Yeah.
that died so many times there. Ah,
GG.
thank you. Oh my god, that was 7 minutes over. Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. But I hope you enjoyed Dragon's Lair. I'll keep my outro very quick. These games are amazing. They are very fun. They are very difficult. And I definitely messed up a bit during Dragon's Lair 2, but we got through there. You got to see the game. I just needed to take a second to recapture myself, and everything is fine. Thank you so much, Dijon. Thank you so much to Trace. I couldn't have done this run without you, Trace. Literally, ever.
Of course,
So thank
of
you
course.
so much for being here.
Here for you.
But go ahead, power up with pride. Send me anywhere else. Go ahead and keep the marathon going on. Thank you so much for watching. Keep watching Pride. This place is amazing, and I love this marathon, and I am honored to be a part of it. Goodbye forever.
Be good out there.
Yeah. And before we sign off, we got a $100 donation from Professor Sean. So thank you for that donation. Keep all those coming. And on that note, we're gonna do a quick plug here for our social media that you can follow us on. Just dropped the exclamation social, so you can see their YouTube, the Discord, the Blue Sky, co-host, and Kind Social, which I'm actually not familiar with that last one, but and we also do have some merch available. It should be the exclamation merch command that was dropped by Trainer Anade. Thank you. Some really good designs. Scala put a lot of great work into it. So tell Scala that Z is awesome. And yeah, it's it's not the Yeti this time around just because of scheduling conflicts, but Bonfire still good. Some great merchandise. And I'll also give you one last shout out to Point of Pride, which is again a trans-led 501c3 nonprofit organization. They provide life-changing access and life-saving affirmation to trans folks in need of health and wellness care via financial aid and direct support. They specialize in different forms of direct support to trans folks, such as providing HRT access to trans folks who cannot afford it, uh, offering grants to cover gender affirming surgery, uh, you know, things like supplying free chest binders and femme shapewear, all sorts of stuff. You can find them at. Hang on, I want to make sure I've got the. I don't want to say the right dot whatever. Oh yeah, thanks, Scala. It's pointofpride.org. I could not remember if it was .org or something else. Didn't want to give y'all the wrong information, and I did not. There's so many commands, y'all. There's exclamation charity, exclamation donate, exclamation merch, exclamation socials. You gotta check those out. But with all that done, that is the end of my shift on the microphone today. So I believe I will be passing it over to Beam Queen Soul. So she'll be here momentarily to take you into the next run, which is going to be Frogger's Adventures by Winterbit. But this is Dijon Ketchup signing off for today. Y'all are great. Y'all are wonderful. Stay awesome.
All right. Hello. I am Bean Tweezle. I am the I'll be your host for the next few runs. So I hope people are excited for those. But now that I'm here, let me just very quickly bring up some stuff when it comes to donating, since we are using Tiltify. The short version is you can hit exclamation donate, click this link. You can remember, you can choose a poll and a target. So you'll see like a tab for polls. You can choose one of them. There's a tab for targets. You can choose that too. And then you'll do that. You'll check out. You can put it whatever you want to put it towards. It is relatively simple.